everyone, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new to my channel. This is Cherri, aka Diamond Art Addiction, and today we're kind of here for a little bit of a sit down. I am going to chat about tips for if you're new to diamond painting, and or some tips and tricks even if you've been doing it for a while. You know, I always say we're forever learning. So I've only been diamond painting since February of this year, 2019. And I watched quite a few tips and tricks videos on YouTube. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna share a few that I've learned, considering I'm just new to this journey. I am gonna kind of throw some clips in here and there. I might throw some pictures in here and there. Try and not make this too long. I had actually thrown up a post on my Instagram and in my Facebook group, which will be linked down below in the comments. Please feel free to join us. We are a great tiny little tribe, huge support system. So let's just get on with the tips and tricks. So basically, I'll start off with what diamond painting is. Diamond painting, from what I have gathered, is kind of like a crossover from cross stitch and painting with diamonds. It's where you take a painting. Here, we'll bring one up. We'll take a painting similar to this here. And I'm just gonna kind of leave this on here because I can kind of use this as a reference here. So this is one I've been working on. So basically what it is you take a painting and you're going to take little resin plastic. They're like made out of resin, but they're like plastic. They look like diamonds and they sparkle. And you're going to use a key, which is on most paintings right here. And it tells you where to place each color according to symbols. I'm actually glad I have this painting here because I can really use it for reference. And each company, there are so many companies out there that sell diamond paintings. It's actually mind-blowing. Diamond painting is actually, I guess, blowing up. I never even heard of it until I found it on Amazon, believe it or not. So yes, you're taking little diamonds and you're placing them on here to help form a picture. And once it's done and you walk by it, it like sparkles. This one here is not completed yet, but you can see how they sparkle all through where the diamonds are placed. So that is what diamond painting is in a nutshell. I find this so relaxing and so de-stressing, and I am completely addicted and hooked on it. So moving on, what are my tips and tricks? Well, my first tip that I'm going to recommend if you are new to diamond painting is I would start off with a partial painting, and this here actually is a partial painting, so I'm glad I had this close by. So a partial painting means that only a part of the picture is where you place your diamonds. So you can see over here where the mountain is, this here, you don't place any diamonds over, you only place the diamonds here on the cherry blossom tree. This painting, this exact painting, is from Dotz. We're in the middle of working on it. It's one of my 5 projects I have on the go. Actually, I only have 4 on the go right now. I always have 5, and if you watch any of my previous videos, you know one of my paintings got destroyed due to something I'm going to talk about briefly in a moment here, and then my cats decided to pee on it. But anyway, moving on. So I would definitely start with a partial painting to see if you like it. That way you're not doing a whole entire canvas. So this is considered a partial, and what a full painting is where you do the entire canvas. Like you would do all of this over here, including this tree over here. And then down here, you can see on the schematic, it shows you what the painting looks like, and then it shows you what area you need to diamond paint. So this is a very beautiful one. I cannot wait to finish this one. It is actually going to be a gift for somebody, but we'll just leave that as a shh. My next tip is I would definitely recommend starting with round diamonds over square. And the reason why I recommend round over square would be square is a lot more time consuming And if you're new to it and you're not sure if this is something that you're going to enjoy, you might actually get, like, because it is more time consuming, you might just say, forget this. I started off on round diamonds, and round diamonds are a little bit more forgiving. It's not as time consuming for placing the diamonds. Once you decide you really enjoy diamond painting, then, you know, you might, I'm working on a square painting now and I love it. Absolutely love doing it because, you know, it's something different and it is more time consuming and a little bit more of a challenge. So I'm very much enjoying, after 3 months of doing round, switching over to square. So we're gonna, you know what, a lot of the tips and tricks I was going to talk about were actually commented on in my on my Facebook group. So I'm gonna grab my iPad, and because I want to give credit to the people who had made comments. So I'm just gonna jump into my diamond painting group on Facebook. Okay, where is it here? Hello. I'm trying to find it here. Okay, I actually had to kind of stop filming there for a minute so I could find this here. So I had put a post up asking, you know, because I am so new to diamond painting, I had put a post up in my group, you know, because I want to make sure I get all the right information out, you know, in this video. And a lot of the things I was going to talk about were brought up in my group. So my friend Charlene had asked, what is the best way to set things up? I'm actually going to film an entire separate video on that and how I set things up and how my space looks when I'm diamond painting. So I'll probably film that next week for my channel. And then Jane Booth in my group had recommended doing the checkerboard method for squares, as it does help to get them straight. She is correct about that, and I am going to insert a time lapse of me doing the checkerboard method on my square painting here. Hey you guys, so I am going to show you the checkerboard method to this painting here. This is Mama Knows Best from Diamond Art Club. It is my first square painting. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of checkerboard down here so you can see how it works, and then I will insert a picture, a couple pictures. Here is my tray. When you put your drills in your tray, you can just kind of shake them and you can see how they are all lining up for me. So you can see there, they are lined up and ready for me to go. So now you're gonna get to watch a time lapse, and then we're gonna get a little bit more into some tips and tricks. As you can see from that time lapse, I have done the checkerboard down through here with this color. If you're wondering why this over here, which is all black, which is 310, has not been done, I'm actually waiting for those drills to get here. Unfortunately, they weren't in when I did the kitting up for this. I had contacted Diamond Art Club, and within 2 hours of me messaging them, my drills were packaged up and in the mail. So I will work on this over here once I get them. I'm actually using, I'm actually just using my clip here to rest my hand on so I don't touch the stickies. But back to the square. So yes, I have these here. So now you're gonna watch the time lapse as I fill all of this in. That was that. another quick tip I want to give you guys while I'm filming on here still is if you take your square diamonds, and what I do is I do the checkerboard, but then I push down. When I place it where I want it, I push down really hard and it stays in place. If you notice that your diamonds are not perfectly lined up working on a square, don't stress. Something I've learned is as you start placing more diamonds in, they will actually automatically line themselves up. I am very much enjoying working on this. I cannot wait to continue on. I'm actually going to continue on after I'm done editing and uploading this video to my channel, and I'm going to continue working on this because I'm actually very much enjoying working on a square painting. So let's get back into the rest of the tips and tricks video. It's pretty neat watching those time lapses, isn't it? That painting is Mama Knows Best from Diamond Art Club. And then a good storage system. Like Jane Booth also said, a good storage system is a good idea because the little baggies can create static. So she is correct. And I actually have my different methods of how I do storage for my diamonds. And that was something I was going to talk about. So thank you very much, Jane, for bringing that up. So my favorite method for storage is my Craftmates Lockables. I got this off of Amazon. And as you can see, these are all my square diamonds for Mama Knows Best right here. So it comes with 56 different compartments. So if you could actually do 2 different paintings. You know, you could have one painting on this side that doesn't have much colors, and you could have another painting on this side if it doesn't have too many colors. Or you could have 3 paintings, depending. Some paintings come with a lot of colors and some don't. Like this cherry blossom one only has 10 colors, whereas I've seen upwards of 45 colors in a painting. So this is one method for storing your drills. I got OCD, ladies and gentlemen, I have OCD, and yeah, I like my diamonds to be organized, but since I only have one of the Craftmates, I mean, I am on a fixed income, so I can't always, I can't have 5 Craftmates lockables. Like these aren't expensive. Like this costed me $36 Canadian, and I had free shipping, so that wasn't bad. But when you are on a fixed income, it can definitely be costly. So another method of diamond storage is this one here. This one is the Tic Tac. I call it the Tic Tac containers because they look like Tic Tacs. You can see they look like the Tic Tac container right there. This here is where I keep actually all of my leftover diamonds when I'm finished or completed a painting. I have them organized to the DMC colors. These are all Diamond Art Club diamonds in this one here. I do have another form I'm going to for other paintings, but I'm trying to keep all my Diamond Art Clubs into one separate container. So this is another method for storage, and this one here was $18 Canadian. So this one here is a bit more cheaper. And then you may see this here, like these here are all over. This is a 28, this holds 28 different colors. I forgot to mention for the Tic Tac one, this one here holds, oh, you know what? I gotta fix my tripod. I'm noticing it's kind of on an angle. Oh, there we go. Oh, I sure hope I wasn't filming crooked the whole time. So this one here is 64, holds 64 different colors. This one here is 28. I actually just finished this painting from Diamond Dotz. So you can see, it's got, you get a strip of 4, and it holds actually, if you don't have that many colors, it holds a fair decent amount. And these, you can find cheap on AliExpress. I think I got 3 of these for $12 on Amazon. So again, very cheap, budget friendly. Now here is another form. This is what I first started doing when I started diamond painting because I wasn't sure if I was going to continue with it, but I knew I needed storage for my diamonds. So I went to the Dollarama. I'm sure you could get this at any dollar store, but being in Canada, we have Dollarama. So right here, I got this for $2, this little container. And then I would get a 6-pack of these little jars here. Right there. That's $9.39. And I got 6 of these for $1.25. And these are good. They have tight storage. They hold a lot of diamonds. So definitely this was the most budget friendly right here. I mean, diamond painting can be expensive, you know, or it can be budget friendly as well, right? We'll get into diamond painting costs in a little bit here. So this is another form of storing your diamonds. And as Jane had mentioned, I'm just gonna set this here on the floor. This here is actually, you're going to see this video, me kitting up this one here, in tomorrow's video. This is kitting up my home fun, and trust me, you're gonna wanna watch that because I get frustrated while I'm kitting up this one. But I had so many of these little baggies lying around that I decided to use them. And yeah, lots of static. I actually took a dryer sheet. You can see it right there. I definitely recommend using a dryer sheet no matter how you kit up your diamonds, because I've noticed even using the Craftmates or any of them that I've used, I still get static with the diamonds. It's just gonna happen. So you can use a bounce dryer sheet, or you can use, like, I like to use the little beads that you get for the dryer, but I ran out. So dryer sheets, again, friendly, on a budget. This is great for storage. It works. Definitely check out tomorrow's video because I was not a happy camper while doing that up. So let's get back into, and the reason why we say storage is most times, 9 out of 10, this is how your diamonds are going to come. I have gotten a couple paintings where they're already pre-done for me in the little baggies, but most times diamonds come looking like this here, in a strip like this. So obviously, you know, you can't just go one color at a time, and that's something I'm going to get into. You definitely, when you're doing a painting, you want to stick to doing a small section. Doing a small section of a diamond painting will prevent your hand from going like this and getting into the adhesive. So you want to pick a section and work on it. I used to, my method, I used to always start from the bottom and work my way up. But I am now trying going from the top down. And I think it depends on the size of your painting. You know, I'm doing a large one for my square, as you've seen in the time lapse. So this one here, I went bottom up. In Mama Knows Best, I'm going from top to bottom. I'm right-handed, so I always start in the corner. Here, let's see. I always start in the corner like this, like say this is the corner, going like this. And I go across, that way as I go, my hand is already resting on the diamonds that were placed and not touching the adhesive, because it's really tough to go like this. So you're not touching the adhesive. I like to go like this. And I'm sure if you're left-handed, probably the same thing. You want to rest your hand or else your wrist is going to get sore, right? So you definitely want to start with a section and work your way up. Hence diamond, you need diamond storage. The next thing I'm going to get into is pens. So most kits come with a pen like this. This is your stereotypical diamond painting pen. I found this very difficult to use. I noticed my hands would get cramped up if I was wanting to, do a long session. So I went on the hunt and I found these acrylic pens through a group on Facebook. I will link them down in the description box, as they make beautiful, beautiful pens. And I find using the bigger, chunkier pens a lot easier for diamond painting, especially since I have carpal tunnel. I don't get cramps in my hands, which feels great. The next thing I want to talk about actually is, you see how this one here has the plastic covering. If you get a diamond painting that has this plastic covering, which I personally prefer over my entire painting being covered. I can't get to my one that's right there. But anyway, if you get one that's like this here, be very, very careful. Do not take your plastic completely off your painting and then go to place it back on. I made that mistake with my Tree of Life painting, and what happened was I took the plastic coating off and I went to put it back on, and I put it on the wrong side and it all stuck to the adhesive. And then when I tried to pull it back, like I tried to go like this and pull it back like that, it wouldn't come off. It was stuck and it started coming off in little pieces. If you do make that mistake, or you've made that mistake, someone had mentioned to me to use some heat, and I don't own an iron. I know, bad. Don't own an iron. We don't iron in this house. But you can use a little bit of heat. So I used my hair dryer to heat up the adhesive a little bit to try and pick off those pieces. It was working, and I would have continued if my cat wouldn't have used my painting as a litter box. So there's definitely that tip there. Now we're going to go back into the group. Oh, here we go. Going. I just got to enter in tips and tricks because for some reason I couldn't find that post right there. Yep, I talked about that. So next we're going to talk about even Jane Booth. She gave me lots of tips and tricks, fully knowing that I'm new to this, is the pill crusher. Sometimes you get diamonds that will stick together and you can't separate them. So this here, I got it for free from Easy Whim, which is another company for ordering paintings. You can put your diamonds that are stuck together, or you can use a pill crusher. Some smoke shops sell these here. You can see how they have the little teeth in there. You put your diamonds in there and then you just kind of twist back and forth, and it will break up those diamonds that are stuck together. So great tip, Jane. Thank you so much. We talked about small sections. We talked about a good diamond pen. She gave me so many tips and tricks. Thank you so much, Jane. A light pad is great too. Absolutely. I highly recommend getting a light pad, because sometimes on your drill grid, I'll show you this one here. That is your drill grid with all your symbols. They can be very, very hard to see the different symbols, especially if you're working on a section that can be dark coloring. So I have a A2, I believe, and they go like the lower the number, the bigger the light pad is. I had an A4 light pad that you would just plug into the side of it, and it made me mad because it kept unplugging. So I decided to upgrade to, I believe it's the A2, which I love because the little cord isn't coming out all the time on me, and it is bigger, and I love larger paintings. It is my preference. So having that light pad is perfect. Definitely, you can get them very cheap on Amazon. That's actually the only place that I have seen them. Okay, and Jane says, a ring binder or trading card, baseball card sleeves for spares. That is another, you can get those for, if you collect hockey cards, for those where you slip the cards into. That is great for organizing your leftover drills as well. Some good labels for labeling both work in progress drills and spare drills. Absolutely, Jane. I have something coming which will be featured in a mail haul Monday video, which is good for, your labeling. You'll see what I have ordered. There are the sticker makers where you can actually, you'll get a strip that is your legend for your painting. You can put it through the sticker maker and use that for your work in progress drills. Some good quality baggies for spares if you don't have storage. Trays or cases with lots of tubs for spare if not using previous method. And Jane says, last but not least, a large bank balance. And you know what? That is so true, Jane. So Jane Booth, thank you so much for all the tips and tricks that you gave. That was great. I really appreciate that. Nicole Keplinger, I hope I didn't butcher your name. Nicole Keplinger in my group said, be patient and have fun. She's right, you guys. Have fun with it. This is one of the most, has helped me so much. If you didn't watch my story time from last Sunday, I actually talk about how diamond painting has saved me. So it is so helpful. And then Holly Larson McLean, Jenny, do small sections, as we said. That way you don't rip the whole protective plastic off, as we mentioned earlier, and not to have the glue where it needs to be when you go to put the drills where they need to go. Also, it will help from other things sticking to areas you're not working on yet. She's completely right. Absolutely, she is right. Working on, as we mentioned earlier, working on the small sections is very helpful. Absolutely. Ricky Irwin says you can cut small sections of parchment, not wax paper, on larger projects to make it easier to work on sections. Well, you can do it for any size, but I am using it for my huge 180 by 90 painting. That is honkin' huge. Wowza. And then she had heard that freezing static drills work. I prefer doing so excellent. There are lots of tips and tricks that you guys can learn. Amber Sky Haynes, how do I save money when all I can think about is buying more paintings? Well, I really don't have a tip and trick for that one. I am so sorry, Amber. I guess it's called perseverance. Okay, so definitely, I hope I mentioned enough in here to help you guys. You know, I am forever learning. There are a lot of great YouTube channels that have probably been doing this a lot longer than I have. But definitely checkerboard method for square. I highly recommend partials to start with if you're brand new. You can get Diamond Dotz is amazing quality and they have a lot of different options for partial paintings. I prefer, right now, I do prefer round over square, but I am learning to love square. I'm having fun with it. It is definitely a challenge. I will say that. Challenge, challenge, challenge. If I missed anything, I will actually be updating this. This is kind of like where I'm at right now and what I've learned in the 4 months on this journey. Maybe in the fall, I'll do a different tips and tricks with even more that I have learned along the way. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I am live streaming for the first time on YouTube tomorrow night, which being Saturday. Sorry about the noise in the background. Sorry about that, you guys. I had someone trying to call me. So that is everything. I am live streaming tomorrow night, being Saturday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, and 6 p.m. Pacific. I hope you have a wonderful day and you found this video useful. Stay positive, live blessed. Have a wonderful Friday, everybody. If you like this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. And if you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stick around by hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. I do upload daily. Have a wonderful day. Until the next time, bye.